independent boss babe that doesn't need no man. Really? Let's get right into this, shall we?
I'm about to piss off all of the feminists in the world. Why did we ever make it a thing that women have to go into the workforce?
Can we all collectively agree that it's not that we hate our jobs, we just don't want to work? Because I don't.
The biggest scam in America is being told as a woman, go get a job.
Women wanted the experience of...
Yeah, I mean, you guys are eating that shit up, though. You guys are eating the feminism lie up. It's the biggest lie ever sold. I can't believe it. Like, a lot of females are eating that up. But, hey, they'd rather work their job, die alone, than... You know, I pretty much think of women as, for the most part, until they actually hit the wall, chat or nothing. Until they hit the wall, and then they're like, all right, let me get my beta bob so we can pay for my bills.
And now they regret ever having their wish granted.
I'm one of those people where I don't care how broke I am, I will never want extra hours at a job. I really hate working. Like,
who remembers a few years back when being a strong, independent black woman was a flex?
I no longer want to be an independent woman. Here's why.
Bro, that shit was never a flex, bro. I don't understand why women think that. Like, I don't know why women try to compete with men and be like men and try to be men. I really deep down inside believe that a lot of women wish they were men for whatever reason, but it's just not. It's not the way. It's not the cards you were dealt. Why are you trying to force that? You can't force that.
Well. Just listen to the cries for help. It's almost like they need men now. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
One day they need men, the next day they don't.
Being a strong, independent woman, girl boss. I want to pretend like I don't know how to put air in my tires, pretend like I don't know that there's no such thing as premium air, and I never want to touch another doorknob. I want to be in my soft girl era.
You know what? Put me back in the kitchen. Put me.
So
grab
pretty much
me
have everything
by
done
my
for you.
Apron,
Okay,
respectfully, and put me back in the kitchen because they didn't. Equal pay, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, down. They didn't tell us, women, you can finally have a credit card, but you're gonna have to change your own tire. But you're gonna have to be an entrepreneur. But you're gonna have to learn to pay your taxes. No. Let me bake a nice goddamn sourdough. Because men used to build buildings, and now what are they? No. I didn't do equal pay for. No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, I see, I get it. So you want equal pay without equal responsibility. So you just want handouts. Pretty typical. And Jesus, she's super annoying too, goddamn.
Do you know, apparently some women still value the idea of family and roles. Now she wants to be in the kitchen all of a sudden, embracing the very things she used to ignore. A lot of these women used to be against that because they were chasing goals, careers, and even status. Funny how things change when reality hits hard, and suddenly creating a warm home or supporting a partner doesn't seem so old-fashioned. For all the talk about being independent, there's a new appreciation for the stability, purpose, and fulfillment that family life brings. Now, the kitchen and family life aren't seen as limits.
I am not an independent woman. I do not care. Like, I make my own money, I have my own goals, but that doesn't mean I'm independent. Like, I need my man. I need to be, like, feminine in my relationship. Leave me out of that feminist. I am independent. I am not.
You know, my husband comes, he eats, I pick up his plate when he's done eating. That's something people are so surprised to know. He does not pick up his own plate. For, like, some of my American friends who see it, they're a little taken aback. Like, can't he pick up his...
Taken aback about what? Being a traditional woman? And it's crazy because these American women will probably talk down on her like, girl, like, come on, like, you know, just talking some bullshit to justify why her actually being a traditional woman is a bad thing. Make it make sense.
plate.
I think the American notion of relationships is like equality.
I do push women empowerment, but I'm like, I am
equality
not
at all.
alone. My husband
It's
covers
completely
this
one-sided.
whole situation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he covers me. And so if someone breaks in my house in the middle of the night, it's not me getting up.
I'm not going first.
Serious question here. Are there men out there who are genuinely really kind, like to do things for you, like to take care of you, without expecting things in return? And by expecting things in return, I don't mean like certain favors or like, I guess expecting like kind of returns. I mean like expecting you not to complain about anything, not to get upset about things, or like, yeah, like not expecting you to act a certain way. Does that exist?
Actually, yes, there are men out there who are genuinely kind and do things for you without expecting anything, but those men get used the most and get tossed to the side.
Yeah, they're
the ones who show up when you need help, who listen without judgment, and who offer support simply because...
They're the guys that you have a whole graveyard filled with of guys you rejected who actually would literally do everything for you so you don't have to toil away and slave at a job. But yeah, like I said, up until about the time they hit the wall, it's usually just chat or nothing. They're playing a game of blackjack, most bust.
Because they care. But sadly, people often see their kindness as something they can exploit, taking advantage of their generosity, and then casting them aside once they've gotten what they want. But that's no longer the case. Some of these men have had enough of putting up with that and getting nothing in return. Those men are learning their worth.
Listen, I completely get women's rights. I get it.
Hashtag put me back in the kitchen.
Equality. You know, we just want to be seen as a human. Where y'all brought in the part where we had to work too? I'm sorry. Put me back in the kitchen.
See, you know, and they always are moving the goalposts. They're always moving the things that they request. They're always trying to change the stipulations of their request. Hey, you want equal rights? That's equal responsibilities as well. No one ever saw you, maybe way back when, but not in recent times. People saw you as not even a full human. Like, come on, like, get the fuck out of here. So, end of the day, they change up their story for the story that benefits them the most in the moment.
We were joking. We were joking.
Falling for it.
This was all just a scheme to see if you guys would listen. Y'all listened a little too hard. Put me back in the kitchen. Because are y'all all right? Why did you think that we would want to live to work? That's a man's job. And honestly, if I could go back in the day,
her forehead, her hairline,
all of those women
back,
that
bro.
had those,
I'm sorry, her hairline
them
is
little,
pushed
them
all
little
the way
things
back.
up, would have got knocked over. Because, sweetie, are you dumb? And then on top of that, they have the audacity to not even be alive to see the damage that they caused. I'm over it.
Looks like reality has finally hit this one. But here's the thing, madam. Even if you went back to the good old days, women still worked. They were out there in factories, handling machinery, or even working long hours in agriculture. Modern women can fantasize about not working all they want, but it won't get them anywhere. This obsession with getting out of work is only alive because these women have seen the harsh reality that men go through every day. They understand that it's tough out there, and now that they're experiencing the pressure firsthand, they're starting to panic. What's really happening is that these women are realizing that the so-called independence they were chasing comes with heavy responsibilities, just like it always has for men.
People will be like, find a job you love and you won't work a day in your life. I just don't want to work. Shut the fuck up.
I've been working so much, like every single day. I can't even stay at my beach house with my family. Like, I am never able to do anything anymore.
I'm about to piss off all of the feminists in the world. Why did we ever make it a thing that women have to go into the workforce? I was thinking pretty hard about this, and I was actually just talking to one of my best friends, and I think that I would be A-okay if I never, ever had to step foot into the workplace ever again.
Yeah, so would everybody.
I'm not like big into the whole cooking thing.
So be careful what you ask for. See what I'm talking about? Be careful what you ask for. They got what they asked for. Now, all of a sudden, they want to backtrack. You know what? Let's move the goal post about 20 yards back. You know, we went a little too far. Yeah. And the thing is, this is still obtainable for a lot of females. It's just they refuse to settle for anything less than a Chad, and Chad won't settle for them. So.
Thing.
Viciously.
But if somebody came to me and was like, I will allow you to stay home if you just clean the house, if you cook me a nice little dinner here and there, you take care of the dogs, you take care of our future kids, that's pretty appealing. And like I totally get the other end of the spectrum where like you don't want to be reliant on somebody else.
It's not super easy, but
with the amount of hours that everybody has to work and the minimal benefits that we actually get nowadays, I mean, I'm pretty ready to be somebody's bitch point.
In case you didn't hear that last part, she said, I'm ready to be somebody's bitch at this point. But in this woman's case, she probably wouldn't last long with the type of man she's looking for, simply because she can't cook. How are you expecting someone to fulfill his duties and provide for you when you can't even do your part?
I wonder if modern women can even cook. Like, are they even like our parents? You know what I'm saying? Like, can they cook? Can they hold it down? Can they even take care of a household? Like, do they have those abilities? I highly doubt it. I feel like most of these chicks are just so damn masculine. Like, I don't think they really even can cook.
If you're relying on someone to provide everything while you can't even handle the basics, like cooking or supporting them in the home, how can you expect that dynamic to work long term? It's a one-sided approach, and eventually it'll break down. This is really becoming a trend now, by the way, where modern women are stepping out of their delusion and realizing that family matters, or maybe they just need help or support because they can't handle.
It's the latter. It's a more convenient thing for them at the moment, so that's why they're stepping out of their delusion. It's not really that they're stepping out of their delusion. They're just choosing the passive least resistance because they're starting to feel the heat of what it's like to really hold it down. So, look, I wasn't born last night.
Working in the field anymore.
Listen, whoever decided that we had to work to live, your mom's a hoe. I know I'm not homeless, but still, I hate it and it's ghetto.
Hey.
Only thing ghetto about that whole
It's
video
amazing, but wait, can you talk for a sec?
Where are all the single men between the ages of 35 and 45 who are also seeking a relationship? Where are y'all hanging out?
Well, one thing I will say is that those men in those age ranges aren't looking to date modern women anymore. They've seen enough, and many have simply checked out of the dating scene.
And it's not only people in those age ranges. It's people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It's the whole male spectrum as a whole that's pretty much said, yeah, as cliche as it sounds, the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. Look, man, I can't believe how entitled a lot of these women are. And even when you respect their requests, nothing you do is ever good enough. You're always damned if you do, damned if you don't with these chicks.
The only thing those guys are looking for now is peace, or maybe loyalty. But modern dating often feels like a battle for power or a never-ending list of demands. So it's no wonder many of them are either opting out or looking elsewhere, whether it's younger women, women from different cultures, or simply focusing on themselves.
Women from different cultures is your best
They're tired of being seen as nothing more than a resource.
Go ahead. So we're continuing, right? Where you don't need me? You said you needed beans to finish your cooking? Go jump for it. Go jump for it. Jump for it.
You know she got like a 1-inch vertical.
Get it? You don't need me, right?
Can we all collectively agree that it's not that we hate our jobs, we just don't want to work?
Yeah,
because I don't.
We get it. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to work. Because I truly believe that women inherently, you know, except like the You know, there's always exceptions to the rule, but women are inherently just lazy and they want to live comforting lives. Humans in general are inherently lazy and don't want to work. So what makes you think a chick will want to work? Like, come on. Sorry, ladies, no returns or exchanges. Y'all fought to work. Now go do it. No refunds. Daddy may reward laziness. Not me. Drizzle, drizzle. Come to save us. Sorry, ladies, we're busy now. If she quotes Taylor Swift and says, I'm in my blank era, that's an instant red flag. All right. They are not against feminism. They just don't like having to work and be responsible for their own lives. Pretty much. Yeah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But, yeah, just to break it down to the ridiculous, they are not tired of working. Or they're not tired of feminism. They're just tired of working. They want some more handouts. They want some more help. And then when they do get that help, they'll be like, you know, I'm at home. I have this comfy life. But yeah, I just want to go back out to the streets. So let me divorce this guy, take half his shit, and then start the cycle again. And then once they get bored with that, being out on the streets and getting pumped and dumped, then they'll find their other beta buck who will do the same thing. That's how the cycle goes, guys. That's how the cycle goes. It's not complicated. It's honestly just common sense. If you guys are new here, feel free to subscribe, like this video, comment your thoughts in the video, because it really does help the YouTube algorithm. But with all that said, it's your boy Didi signing off. Toodles.